What is your current law of attraction? What I see before me is a person who maybe has been waiting for a response from an individual, but you're not letting your fear or the ego make assumptions on why there's been this longer than expected separation. I can assure you, if you are aligned to this reading, you're not making anything fit, and you can feel you're in this room with me. This person's no longer, or these are collective taste resonates. But they're either no longer or never were ignoring you or ghosting you on purpose. Go with me here. For some of you, there was a misunderstanding between the two, and that could have led to the separation. For some of you, things were going really, really good, and out of nowhere, there was a drop-off. So those are the two energies I feel where there's wiggle room, but the thing that is collective for this reading, like embedded in all the collectives, is the separation, or the no contact is no longer anything to do with not wanting to talk to you. What I really feel is that this person is going through a lot in their own life. They could have gone through some form of heartbreak in the past couple months. This could be heartbreak in many different forms. It doesn't have to be just love, romantic love. It could be family love, friendship love, etc. But there's been something to do with the heart chakra for sure that has been stressing on them heavy. And you may even somewhat kind of feel that as well. You and this person have like a telepathic connection 24/7. And it seems that this is going to be a love reading, but they really want it to be also focused on your law of attraction. So I think what they're stating is, let's start with what's your law of attraction, and then we'll maneuver to the love reading part of this. See, if there's growth or there's something that that person on their end is doing during separation, etc., that means that there are things on your end you're doing as well. It doesn't have to be the same things, the same things you're overcoming or handling, etc., but there's a yin-yang to everything. I see that you're taking ownership for your part in misunderstandings. It's part of the human experience. You give people so much benefit of the doubt. You have realized, man, I gotta start doing. It's not even start. I will do that for me. All the benefit of the doubt I give other people when anger gets the best of them, or frustration, or the ego, or fear. I have to remember I'm not perfect either. If I give all these other people benefit of doubt, I'm deserving of giving myself and others the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm trying to say? So, what's going on with your law of attraction? Okay. Your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational. You have fast forward movement. You are seeing what part of your mind is trying to feed in paranoia and fear. You can feel this person cares about you unconditionally. Okay, this is definitely a love reading, but I want this to be focused on your law of attraction. This person's they're just to get their energy put on a bookmark for me. The person that's channeled into the love reading aspect of this, they are meant to be in your life. There is something deeper within your connection, and it looks like them being in your life has made monumental growth for you. But a lot of your paranoia could have been surfacing, or as partly due to that connection. But even though, when it comes to love or other aspects of releasing imposter syndrome, thinking, how am I going to be able to take on all these responsibilities? Am I making the right decisions? Am I doing my part to be a good person? Am I doing my part in loving my own inner child, etc.? You can feel and see past and state, I am not opening up that part of my monster within me. You see, your law of attraction is high vibrational. Because you're not running away from issues, but you're also not harping on things. A lot of faith, a lot of trust with your own intuition and letting things be and seeing the bigger picture has happened during your separation. This time by yourself, all the nourishment. See. Another part of your law of attraction is a lot of new life being brought your way. So this means individuals who themselves were going through their own things, were in hermit mode, etc., and more than one person are feeling open and wanting to get back out there in the world and friends, family, etc. And you're one of the people that first comes to mind when people want to leave hermit mode. They're like, this is like definitely one of the first people I'm going to contact. Your law of attraction is somebody who does not belittle others. Your law of attraction wants to state it this way. All your good karma or your high vibrations, they have caught up. There was a long part of your life where you had to build muscle, if you will, with your law of attraction. You had to build a connection to your own intuition. And when you don't have those aspects, your law of attraction is always going to fluctuate up and down. As we speak, the people around you view you as the one they can release paranoia with and be them true selves. Any romantic connections to you that you find mutual, see a loyal, further continuation together, not even a new beginning. And Spirit is able to bring things full force that are meant for you. You just overcame monumental tests. And Spirit doesn't give us tests to pass or fail. They give us tests to make sure we're ready for the next stage. Very interesting. So, now going into this love part, and going into the love reading aspects of this message. What's going on with that whole further diving into the separation, where they haven't been contacting you? Interesting. Okay. What I see. Well, it looks like they knew they had to channel their energy all into their, I wouldn't like to say all, but like a humongous part of their energy in the recent times has been towards their bigger picture when it comes to either their career, their passions, their business, work, etc. It looks like they haven't really, it's not that they are watching you every single moment or every single day even. Sometimes every single day. But this person actually has been keeping tabs on you or watching and seeing what you are doing. I see this person may have been giving you some like very minimal signs that, hey, I'm still here, by liking your stories or looking at your stories or liking pictures you've posted, etc. Or even just sending you a funny meme. There's been signs that I can't talk to you right now, but I don't want you to think I'm gone forever. It's interesting. It's not that they don't know what they want when they come to you. Okay, I see a person that's like, I have to make sure before I enter anybody else into my life, I'm giving enough energy organically between my personal and my work life. They could have started neglecting other aspects of their life, not to do with you, but to do with I just keep hearing getting used to a shaky disturbance. It's interesting. I don't sense anything bad has happened to them during this time, but it was a lot of like catching yourself before you wreck yourself, if you will. So currently, they absolutely are thinking about you, and this very fast has turned into something that's above PG-13, if you will, the instant visions, if you will, I'm receiving. But understand, whatever form of seduction or attraction or etc. you have towards this person, they have exactly towards you as well. Right now, they're thinking about the self-reflection, okay? There could have been some part of their own image of their body or their beauty that could have actually also been getting in the way of them opening up to you. I see this person's throwing that away, and also during their time of separation, both people have become more attracted to themselves. And yes, you are supposed to be sexually attracted to yourself. You are. That is a big thing to do with law of attraction and self-appreciation, actually. So, what I see is, as we speak, feeling the need, not even the need, but feeling ready to put themselves back out into the world. The reason right now that you feel them go back and forth from 1 second, everything, like you can feel like, man, I feel like they're going to reach out to me, or there's going to be more communication, and then there's like an instant like backup, etc. This person is extremely scared of being hurt. They are a strong individual. I see hyper-independency has driven them for a long time, though, and they didn't realize it. And being with you, or having you in their life, etc., definitely woke them up to a lot of self-deception, or a lot of what didn't work, what was with the rotten fruit, if you will, that they used to pick in relationships. I don't sense this person... I don't sense this person is... It's a very interesting energy. The reason I'm taking a pause is because I'm kind of going into a future prediction within this connection. And something they need you to be, Spirit saying you have to be ready for, is if you want this person, there is a lot of not allowing yourself to be verbally manipulated, abused, nothing of that when I say this. But this person's going to have a lot of kind of mood swings. Go with me here. It's not becoming a dick or an asshole or a bitch, anything like that. There's this sense of this person having 1 second complete faith, and then they can get, something can trigger a memory or a form of a synchronization, if you will, can kind of scare them into believing the parasite. It can go very fast from hearing the voice of the intuition, and then the voice of the parasite being able to mimic the voice of the intuition and kind of like take over them. And when that takeover happens, they're going to shut down. They're going to believe, and they might not talk about it, but they're going to be like, oh my God, I'm starting to loosen up. I'm starting to trust. And that's every single time when I get hurt. So I'm going to close back up before that happens. And you're going to feel that back and forth. And if you really care about this person, and again, they're not emotionally abusing you or anything like that, this person will require that patience. They've been through a lot. It's not for nothing. And again, I do feel this is healthy. I do feel this is understandable, but the person will have, just as you are going to be patient, you can only be patient for somebody that's truly actively working on upgrading these aspects of themselves and releasing fear. Your person is ready to dive forward with you. if you're not already in communication, there's going to be a reach out, but Spirit needs you to be prepared that just because there's a reach out, or if your communication starts excelling again, it does not mean no pause is promised. It does not mean that when as there are ups, there are downs, when things go to a day when they're not texting you as much or etc., it does not mean everything's messed up. It does not mean there's something of the law of attraction that's changed. Being prepared that a realistic fairy tale means a lot of bumps, a lot of detours, having to preserve your energy, etc. That is what a realistic fairy tale is. If you want your person, you cannot, or if you want your person, if a person wants you, you cannot only cherry pick aspects of them. Love is hard. It's not hard to be in love, but loving and trusting in love is hard. You know when you love somebody, but it is very deeply, when you've been hurt by love so much, it is something you can also see almost as a parallel of the best thing in the world to you and the worst thing. You and this person do care about each other unconditionally. And for certain people, that's already formed into love unconditionally. But it's collective. You take what resonates. Spirit says it's worth it to be understanding and patient with this person. But always speak your truth. Don't allow yourself to be emotionally abused or manipulated. I sense with you something else that has to be talked about. This top card. Poker face. When this person does go on pause and they put that face onto you, Spirit wants you to remember, in those moments, they don't see you. They see everybody else that hurt them or what they think can happen, not who you actually are. That poker face is not something that's going to always hang on. This connection is something that others are not going to fully understand, and they don't have to. The last final thing for this reading, because I can feel this one going on, and it definitely means there will be a few other readings connected to this one I'm filming after this. The biggest thing is, wow. You're right in the right direction before moving forward. Take the chance. The biggest thing for you to understand is the person on the other side of this reading connected to you, they are dropping that poker face. They are going to take this off pause, so there's not anything you need to do with this type of situation until the ball's back in your court. Once the ball's back in your court, don't make it a speed run game. Dribble back and forth. Allow yourself to make a plan. And then go from there. That's what I have for y'all today. If you're interested in joining us over on Twitch, I give out a free tarot reading every single stream. All you must do is go ahead and follow me on Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official. And every single live stream on my screen, on the top right hand corner, I have a keyword that you put into the chat. Simply by putting that keyword into the chat and following me on Uncle Bronze at Uncle Bronze Official is going to be what enters you into the race. Now, make sure that you have your inbox set to where people who are not your friends can message you. That way, if for any reason you go ahead and you enter and you go ahead and exit the stream, if you win, the only way I'm able to notify you is by inboxing you. If it's set to no friends, I won't be able to, no friends being able to message you, I won't be able to let you know you won. So that's a very imperative and important thing to do. You just got to go into your settings. And I stream on Twitch Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.